Woke up to the smell of a roses dress laid out in white. Wondering if you're getting ready. Wondering if you've got butterflies. Everyone seems so excited. Mama's already cried. No need to rush the thing, we're just beginning. We got nothing but...
有
这个是花枝羹面，这个是沙茶。谢谢，拜拜。
I bet that I can tell you all I need with just these three. Yeah, I want to be with you, oh, for all my life. Yeah, I want to be with you, till the day I die. Let me take a minute just to make it clear. There's a beautiful complexity in you, my dear. And every single layer that I see makes me want you more. But there's something in the way that simplicity can cut through the noise of modernity. Take these simple words from my heart to you.
Very cool nha rồi, sticker for you. Thank you.
I want to be with you, for all my life. Yeah, I want to be with you, till the day I die. The universe is growing every day. There's a billion things that I can't explain, but it's certain I decided we can resolutely say, yeah.
谢。你好。
到外面哦。大力到小力，轻轻的。我被卡塞，我拿不起来。OKごめん。本当にごめん。頑張って。帮我坐这里。
你好。
open 好，好这样，胡那个卡哆来咪发嗦拉西哆来咪这样，这个也可以喝茶，这个这样，
哇，
这个也可以喝茶。
哦。
这个
一个，谢谢。
不要，这个要挂起来，挂起来。好，这样这个 no touch 就这样这样，这样一二咪发哆哆是哆，这嘟的，先这个，好，这个都给你哈。
谢谢。这样。 我们要我们热茶。
真的羊饼化，好吃。来，这个。
说要这样的，
我是看他一直加来，我
好吃。
不用。
谢谢。你好，这里最有名的什么？这里最有名的什么？谢谢。
谢谢。
有没有卡？
哎，
哦，哦，
哦，哦，
哦，哦。
Welcome Welcome 台湾。
你好。谢谢。 一个最有名的，
你想要喝奶的，还是要喝茶的？
파파야 밀크 이거.谢谢。 안녕.谢谢。
这样花枝蛋。
喵。
I built castles in the sand when I was young. Watch them crumble in my hands. The tide was up, now I'm older, and one glance of yours is enough to hold the secrets of the sea. 'Cause when you look at me, I see the waves against the shore. I see an ever open door. I see your bones glowing warm through any weather. I'm watching galaxies collide, the moon and stars with candlelight. I see your face and know we can face them all together. So baby, I wanna look in those eyes forever. I've built castles in the sky, in my dreams, somewhere deeper in my mind. It's everything I've been searching for, and all this time, one blink catches my imagination. The universe in one place. I see the waves against the shore. I see an ever open door. I see a home that's glowing warm through any weather. I'm watching galaxies collide, the moon and stars by candlelight. I see your face and know we can face them all together. So baby, I wanna look in those eyes forever.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
很高兴认识你。
Oh, nice to meet you,
Ah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And here, have the English. Here have the traditional temple and local food.
你很亲切。谢谢。谢谢。很好吃。
Easy come and easy go. You're an unfading star, a gentle love, the kind that lifts you up, no matter how far apart. I guess you